I am a practicing pediatrician, general pediatrics. I do pediatric and adolescent health care. I'm also the chair of pediatrics at Northern Westchester Hospital. And I have to say, there was a lot of discipline that came from going to Moore Catholic that I think followed through by the time I went into college and medical school. There was a bunch of us that would do different after-school activities like musical theater. And that required us to be at school, especially during the times close to rehearsals until like 10, 11 o'clock at night. And we had a discipline, like we would meet up at the library, try to get this math assignment done together. Then we would go to rehearsal, and then we'd have a break because we weren't on stage, and we'd be reading Last of the Mohegans for English class, and then we'd go back on stage, and then we would go home, and there was just a structure to it that I thought was beneficial. And by the time I went to college, it was the same type of thing where I had to manage the coursework I had to do, but also had to manage the social activities. And I think the structure came from my experience here at Moore. I think the thing that worked best at Moore is that we were encouraged to participate in other activities, in other things, to become well-rounded and become more successful by balancing the plate that we had. One thing I like to mention is that I had a lot of teachers who encouraged me along the way. I remember taking a biology class, and we had to do an honors thesis. It was AP biology, and I remember he wrote me essentially a letter on my paper with a very good grade on it, saying how he was so proud of my work and thought I was a great thinker. Please pursue this in your future. He didn't have to do that. I think he did that because he was part of the Moore community. It meant a lot. You have to remember, I came from parents who were tailors. My mother's off the boat from Sicily, and here I am trying to pursue an education and go to college. That was a big deal, and I have people behind me trying to hold me up. They're supporting me on something that could be very difficult, and they were right there for me. I couldn't thank them enough.